To another edition of Monday Magic Moments. Hope you're well. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Hope you had a great week last week. So why have you forgotten about your goals already? It's interesting, isn't it? As we're coming into the end of February, so often I see when I check in with people, as your plan said, your goals coming along, and they go, exactly, right? Because usually what happens is they're living on the computer or in the bottom drawer, and they're not reviewing them accordingly. But when I go a little bit deeper, what usually happens is that because they haven't shifted their habits or behaviors. And so my definition of goal achievement is positive activity compounding over time. So if you think about it, right, positive activity compounding over time is goal achievement. And so we get super excited in relations to setting the goals and what the goals will mean to us and how we feel when we get there and so forth. But we don't actually start to reverse engineer and go, what are the habits and the behaviors that we need to step into? And also, what are the habits and behaviors we need to release in order to achieve those goals? We've got some great books, Atomic Habits by James Clear, Tiny Habits from BJ Fogg, all go through and show you how to actually start to create these habits. And when we start to then get excited about these habits and start to shift our behavior towards the habits, then stuff starts to change and we start to move closer and eventually hit our goals. So the ability to actually look at, well, I call it a habit review. What are the habits that are helping us? And what are the habits that are actually hindering us? If we can unpack those, if we look at our goals and go, what are my daily, weekly habits that are helping me get there? What are the habits that are actually taking me away from that goal? And so this is a good little exercise to do, just paper and pen, and just rewrite some of those goals out that you're looking to achieve. But then look at your day-to-day habits. Are you doing everything else compared to what you should be doing? Making those phone calls, sending those emails. Are you always constantly tidying your desk instead of actually doing that habitual activity that when compounding positive activity, when compounds over time, is going to get you there? And then that looks at the behavior. So what is those behaviors that you need to step into in order to perform those habits? Because it's really interesting when we start to look at these habits and look at these behaviors, because what can happen is that we come up with some limiting beliefs. Now, over in the peak performance formula group, I'm going to share a little bit more detail around that. So jump on over there. I'm going to unpack that and how do we start to release those. Well, one, be aware of it, but then also start to release those limiting beliefs. But doing a habit review is actually a great start to look at, okay, what are my habits that are helping me? How do we dial in on that? And then what are the habits that are hindering me? How do we actually move away from that? So there we go. Review your habits, review your behaviors, see what happens. Positive activity compounding over time. Have a good day. Bye for now.